fans with a chance to watch Russia take on the Dominican Republic. It's Russia with the serve then, playing this first set. Best of 5 sets, 25 points the target in each of the openers. If it does go to 2 sets apiece, then we'll have a decider to 15. And away we go with Russia versus the Dominican Republic. Great start at the net, as you would expect from this Russian team. Blocking is always going to be a strength. Coach Krasilnikov will be happy with what he's seen on that first point. Yurinskaya with second serve. And a little bit lucky. Bethania de la Cruz getting away with the tip. Dominican Republic's most capped player. Just another day at the office from her point of view, but she will know in her heart of hearts this is a big opportunity for her and her teammates today in this one. De la Cruz it is with the serve, and she's battered that jump serve long. Early look at some of these players. Zaitseva serving for Russia. Big, powerful hit, beautifully defended by Zaitseva. And that's all down to the middle blocker. Valeria Zaitseva, the Lokomotiv Kaliningrad player, making the serve, and then the centre blocker coming onto court. And that's not what the big players are expected to do. Get down and dirty in defence. But brilliantly worked and put away by Margarita Carrillo through the wing. Another great defensive play from Russia, but this time they don't come up with the point. Brelin Martinez eventually with the kill. And that's going to be the problem, I think, for the Dominican Republic this evening. Their ball control has to be pretty special against the Russian servers. If it is, then they'll keep the scoreboard ticking over and keep the pressure on Russia. Decent recycle from both teams. And well reused by Carrillo. But still, no one can get an attack away. Finally, though, the damage done by Martinez. Tallest player on court at 2 meters and 1. 124 caps to her name. And this is all the rally was waiting for, a player to apply the hammer. And Martinez eventually did it. The left-hander in off the wing. Nice finish from the opposite player, Maria Kaletskaya. 24 years of age from the Dynamo Krasnodar club. Doesn't get any court time, really, for this Russian team. So this is a really big test for her, but also an excellent opportunity to show us what she can do. Good block. Nice put away by the captain, Katerina Efimova. Getting the hands up and high over the top, and just having to check here on Martinez that she's okay, because if you hit the ball hard but you hit it into a block, it comes back very hard, and that's come straight back into the face of Yaneri Martinez. That's hit her right on the nose. That's going to make the eyes water, but she's okay. Can dislodge contact lenses and that sort of thing, but no problem for Martinez. Nicely worked. Well, no prizes for guessing what the Dominican Republic system revolves around. Brelin Martinez putting the ball away is the key for them. The 22-year-old with another kill to her name. And all Russia want to do here in the early stages is just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Good service reception, side the ball out, and take the ball back to the service line. Number 11, Margarita Carrillo then next to serve. Nicely done. And the Dominican Republic captain gets in on the action. Priscilla Rivera with her first kill down the line. Nice spinning shot. Going past the defence. Maria Kalatskaya. Good work from both teams to keep that in play again. And another scrappy rally. Russia eventually going to the back line. The back line player Jurinskaya going for the fingertips of the Dominican Republic block, but missing. So level terms, early doors in this first set, 6-all. Great pick up from Martinez. She does a bit of everything in this team. Not bad defence from the tallest player on court. But an unfortunate error from the libero. Just giving up her body position a little too early on this cross-court shot. And Larisma Martinez, the libero, 22 years of age, will be disappointed with that start. Good heavy hit on the reverse from another Martinez, Yineri. Just doing what all good middle blockers do now in this level of volleyball, running around the back of the setter to try and create space. And it is Martinez with the serve. Good heavy hit from Russia. And that brings up our first technical timeout. Russia then leading by 8-7 as the buzzer goes for the technical timeout. Another big swing from the back line, and really nice start this from Maria Kalatskaya. The 24-year-old handed an opportunity here and has taken it very nicely. Well, we should be going with the technical timeout, but not used in all forms of volleyball across the world, so maybe a little bit of confusion down there on court as Romanova, the Russian setter, waits to serve. The second official is explaining that there isn't going to be a technical timeout by the looks of it, but no, that's now been confirmed that it is going to go ahead, so good. We're back to the correct protocol, and the players come off court for the technical timeout, which is a 1 minute enforced break by the match. And a chance for the coaches just to have a chat about what has gone on so far. And I think both coaches will be pretty happy. So Dominican Republic still in touch with this Russian team. Every VNL match we come into, there's always a story, there's always a little bit of potential history, and in this one it's, do Dominican Republic have enough in the tank to beat a team that they've never been victorious over in the past? Coach Krasilnikov will be very aware of that. Be extremely keen to keep his players focused and to not give the Dominican Republic any momentum at all. So back on court, first official Corina Noemi Rene of Argentina in charge, blows the whistle for the next serve. Second official Yosma Perez of Puerto Rico, very experienced official, been refereeing since 2007. And finally we sort out that there is technical timeouts in the game. Well, messy stuff from Russia, but they've managed to come up with the point still. Zaitsever and Yurinskaya lined up on the block. A couple of reuses in there required to finally get the points off Rivera, the Dominican Republic captain. Great tip. Really well used by Bethania de la Cruz. The 32-year-old there just using all her experience to see inside the block into the middle part of the court. Always a difficult area for teams to defend. Russia now will be wary of that. Matafrika then to serve, the playmaker on both sides of the net, wearing the number 7 shirt, the setter. Nicely done. Russia trying to establish a middle corridor, trying to establish that quick attack and pin down the opposite blocker, Arias, who just didn't go with that at all. Free hit for Valeria Zaitseva. Yeah, that's touched the floor, so that's going Russia's way. No, in fact, 2 touches signalled off of the play, so double touch. Here's the pickup. It's Marta, of all people, the setter, that gets called for the handling fault. And the impressive start for Kalatskaya continues for Russia. And the 3rd kill of the game. And a very impressive kill because she's gone past Braylin Martinez's block. Biggest block on the other side of the net, and that's forced a Dominican Republic timeout.
Нормально, здесь. Сейчас так продолжаем это. Выкасываем 18-го в приеме. Высокий мяч сбитый. Возвращаемся нормально. Сейчас будет, наверняка будет 20-й нападать.
Martinez flying at the moment for the Dominican Republic. But good scoring as well on the Russian side of the net, giving them a 4-point advantage at the moment. Kalatskaya, the best of the Russian attackers so far. But neither team really finding much rhythm at the moment. 12-8 Russia in this race to 25 in set 1. He's been drilled cross-court by Martinez. That's for the Deportivo national setup. Spike reach of 330, so put that into context for you. That's 30 centimetres above a basketball ring. Next time you're in a gym, just take a look up and then add 30 centimetres. And that's where Martinez is raining her attacks down from. Good block. And the number 20 here for Dominican Republic, contributing well. Kill block from her, makes it 5 points to the game. And it was Arias that got the second part of that. Just make sure she shored up the diagonal. Since the Dominican Republic timeout, a couple of points on the board for them. And another one, Arias with the kill block. This is brilliant work at the net from the Dominican Republic. And Russia in system as well, with control of the ball. Now, that should have got this Dominican Republic team fired up and focused. Big serve, though. Goes wide. De la Cruz frustrated, but you have to take those risks from the baseline. You tend to see quite a few service errors at this level, and the point is, if you serve easy, it comes back tough. So you have to put pressure on, and an ace serve right on cue from Valeria Zaitseva. She's also made an impressive start to this game. chat for the setter from coach Krasilnikov. But it's not 2 times in a row. It's okay though, the ace serve just restoring the 2-point cushion. On comes Kristina Kumasova. So the Russian team using a 2 libero system. 1 libero on to pass the serve, the other on to defend. Nice swing, but out. Margarita Carrillo just overturning, over-rotating with the shoulders on that line shot. Quick apology to the rest of the team. Elite players, so they know what they've done. Don't need to be told by anybody else. Candida Arias with the serve. 2 serve errors in a row for the Dominican Republic. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Well, I said there was a similarity sometimes with Cuba and the way Dominican Republic play, and that is right out of the textbook. What a shot from Martinez. And the Mirador player with an absolute hammer of a spike through the middle, and that's unsettled Russia a little. And over on 2, clever stuff. And Marte thinking her way through this game. Beautiful middle set. She knew the blockers were waiting again, so just went over on a 2 herself. Caught them out flat-footed. Couple of quick points again for the Dominican Republic. We're all level. Nicely done. Captain Efimova just spotting the gap down there in position 5 and rolling it to the line off that slide D attack. And our second technical timeout arrives quite briskly after the first. Nice exciting phase of play there between the 2 teams. Well, 2 players now really starting to come to the party in offense for the Dominican Republic. And if both number 21, Yaneri Martinez, and number 20, Brailin Martinez, can keep firing away, that just takes a bit of pressure off the rest of the team. And then any extra points becomes a real bonus. Technical timeout minute finishes, back on they go, and coaches will tend to view sets as 3 distinct periods divided up by those technical timeouts. So we're in now to the business end of set 1 in this race to 25. Nice swing. Brailin Martinez on this occasion from the back line. Seeing the pipe attack, which is the attack from the middle part of the backcourt, used more and more in women's volleyball. Here comes the number 20. Has to take off from behind that 3-meter line. She can land in front of it as long as the feet are behind it when she takes off. That's a quite beautiful finish. And Russia now under a bit of pressure here. 6 points for Martinez in the game. Serve from Priscilla Rivera, the Dominican Republic captain, and into the net. First mistake that Kalaskaya's made in this game. And not as easy for the left-hander to hit the pipe attack down the centre of the court. You'd normally expect the opposite player to be going round on the reverse. But the middle player's running that route, so a little bit cluttered there for Russia. Good pass, though. But another chance for a point here for the Dominican Republic. Oh, dear. Well, frustration Substitute setter on court. Yokari Perez, number 12, with the error. So a few nervy players down there. 17 all. Efimova serves for Russia. And that tip position open again. A little bit of help this time from the block for Bethania de la Cruz. And that took it down to the court a little more sharply than she was playing for. But realizing that the Russian defenders were back on their heels again, waiting for the big hit. 18-12 Dominican Republic. Oh, easy read. And a very nice put away, and the double substitution on this occasion works. So Gaila Gonzalez, the opposite player, coming onto court along with Yokari Perez. So a swap for setter and opposite player. And that just extends the Dominican Republic rotation to 6 taller players, 6 attacking players in the front line on those 6 rotations. So they'll be looking to see this through to the next substitution and keep scoring if they can. Russia timeout. All these highlights just giving you an example of how high these players are operating above the net. Way up there and cranking the ball. But this is special. Dominican Republic 19-17 in set 1. That's not so special. Ginori Martinez into the net. A couple more rotations and we'll see the substitution for Dominican Republic reversed and the original 2 players back on. Nice swing, really nice kill from Gaila Gonzalez, and that's an important shot. Seen how well Martinez has played through that position, so very important that Gonzalez comes on and does the same sort of job, and that's exactly what she's done. Impressive stuff. Marta back in, Gonzalez off, so they will preserve the taller blocking lineup in that front court. Darlene Martinez back on in the number 20 shirt, and 3 more rotations with big players in the front line. De la Cruz can't put it away. Back to Martinez. She can't finish. And a net touch. Well, that's a real shame. The opposite player and the middle blocker colliding with each other, both going for that ball. Unfortunately, one Martinez bumping the other into the net. It's the apology. In fact, my apologies, Arias bumping Martinez into the net. Well, unfortunate collision. Dominican Republic, though, still have the lead. Side out required from them. Not forthcoming. Big swing, well defended. Russia go again, it's tight. And Kalatskaya with a brilliant joust at the net. Well, that was tight for the lefty. But put the pressure on the ball just at the right time. And Russia draw level. And after that net touch, Dominican Republic just losing a bit of rhythm here. De la Cruz, once again, doesn't put the ball away. Well, they're mixing it up a bit, the Dominican Republic. They're playing their wing spikers across that front line and taking it in turns to play opposite. And Russia picking up on that very quickly and trying to use the slightly shorter block of De La Cruz. And that's forced a second timeout for Coach Kwiak. Well, they built their lead, the Dominican Republic, but it's about finishing the sets off. And they haven't managed to do that. Well, here was the collision, just as Martinez was going to put the ball away. But the big number 20 has been absolutely key. Braylon Martinez flying at the moment for the Dominican Republic. 6 points to her name. And boy, do they need her now. On the left side at the moment, so De La Cruz on the right side. Expect to see this ball go out wide to the woman that just passed it. No, on the reverse to De La Cruz, and a third time she doesn't put it away, but Dominican Republic get the point courtesy of the double touch handling fault on Russia. Well, at this stage in a set, you'll take any points you can get. A couple of decent rotations to come now for the Dominican Republic. They've got a tall front line. So decent serve required. Russia lining up a service substitute as well. It's wide, and it hasn't touched the block. And a second hitting error from Margarita Carrillo in this set. Well, she went for it on the cross court, but a long way wide of the sideline, and that's a valuable point. Dominican Republic nudge ahead. 22-21. De La Cruz with another serve, and it's a good one. Beautifully passed by Russia, goodness me. And another handling fault. Tatiana Romanova, the setter, getting that all wrong. You have to contact the ball above your head with your hands simultaneously. And that's bounced from one hand to the other and comes out spinning. Good call from the first official. Timeout Russia. And once again, they're in trouble in the opening set. Well, as you would expect from a team that don't play a lot of volleyball together as a squad, Russia playing in fits and starts here, little patches of point scoring. But as well as they play, then they lose their momentum and lose the points. And Dominican Republic now with a golden opportunity here to take a 1-0 lead. Can they get it across the line? De La Cruz with her third serve. Off pace, well read. Good pick up off the block. Perez gets another hit. Rivera gets another hit. Oh dear me. Well, this is just unbelievable. You might see a setter called once for handling fault in the game, but to see Romanova called a third time, up it goes. It just comes out of the hands really badly. 3 set points to the Dominican Republic. Good service run from Bethania De La Cruz. Big front line still for this Dominican Republic team. Oh, would you believe it? And it's a net ace. And luck doesn't come much better than that. What a time to hit a serve like that. You can't legislate for it, you can't train for it, just sometimes it happens, and Russia completely flat-footed. Matvieva, incidentally, brought on for that last point, the 16-year-old Russian setter, but doesn't even get her hands on the ball. Dominican Republic storm into the lead here in Brasilia against this young Russian team. 25 points to 21. Dominican Republic take the first set. go, highlights of set one, and plenty of them Dominican Republic's way, including that final serve into the net. 25-21 then. The stats are good for the Dominican Republic. Kept the attacks going, kept it ticking over on the scoreboard. And although they made quite a few errors, managed to cover that. Russia then in a bit of trouble here in Brasilia in game one of the 2019 VNL. Well, while we wait for set two to start, we'll wait to see if Russia make any substitutions. Polina Matvieva came in at the end of that set. The Russian setter Romanova replaced, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Romanova back on the court. It's going to be tough for him not to go with his 24-year-old setter, although I do notice she's got a lot of heavy strapping to her hand. That may be the cause of some of those double touches, some of those handling faults that we saw in set one. Fans enjoying themselves, getting warmed up for the bronze medal rematch from 2018. China taking on the host Brazil later this evening. And a rather nervy-looking Russian team, shoulders slumped, go back onto the court for set two. And they know they've got some work to do here. I can confirm that Romanova is indeed going to start this set in the playmaker position, the setter. Better handling on that occasion. Rivera with a canny set to a player that she's been on court with for over a decade in this Dominican Republic team. De La Cruz doing the rest. Another nice spinning shot down the line. And the Dominican Republic keep their momentum into set two. Overpass. Should be a point Dominican Republic, but it isn't. Well, the go-to player, Brailyn Martinez from set one. Once again, the choice for Marta Fricker. But just a little too tight to the net for Martinez to put that away. Good block from Russia. Some complaints that that was played in Dominican Republic airspace, but Russia were fine there. Oh, dear me, got away with that handling from the back line, did Rivera. And a very similar start to set one. Quite messy from both teams. Finally sorted out by Margarita Carrillo. A couple of key errors from Carrillo in the last set, but a reminder here of what she's capable of. Contacts the ball at 3 meters and 4 in that spike approach. This is quite frail in places from Russia. Service error from Zaitseva immediately hands the ball and the point back to the Dominican Republic. Arias with the serve. And the two middle blockers for the Dominican Republic. Good work off the top of the block. Just dropped it down to the court before Jurenskaya could get there. Haven't heard much from Jurenskaya in offense, but her passing, her service reception's been pretty good. But the number 22 for Russia needs to get into this game a little more. Decent pass again. Oh, that's more like it. What a wonderful flowing attack. Finished quite beautifully by Carrillo, but a great pass and a really nice flat wide set from Romanova. Normal service has been resumed. Brailyn Martinez back on the kill trail. Every team needs a player like Brailyn Martinez, the outlet, the safety ball, the option under pressure. She provides that for the Dominican Republic, still only 22 years of age as well. Overpass dispatched. Good serve from Berlin Martinez and a good finish from De La Cruz. Tip nicely read by the libero, Larissa Martinez. And that's away and out. Another very heavy hit. Yurinskaya from the back line. And that's how you hit a pipe. Drilled into the corner, and Rivera just couldn't contain that. Sends Carrillo back to the service line. Good pick up again from Larissa Martinez. And this is becoming a bit of a problem for De La Cruz. She's not putting the ball away in open play. And again, 3 attacks in a row from her, none of them killed. Still alive. Brilliant work. Crowd love that one. Oh dear, what a mess from Russia. 4th time of asking. De La Cruz still can't kill it. Has to this time bump it to the back line. It's a free ball, Russia. This should be their point. No. Yes, it is. I thought that was coming back. Great touch, and that might be our first mega rally here in Brasilia. A couple of really massive pickups in there. And I think we can enjoy this one again. 5-all in set 2 between these two teams. Well, it was a mega rally. It was an absolute cracker. Back and forth across the net. Plenty of different defensive plays. But Dominican Republic just couldn't come up with the point in the end. Russia with the kill. But that's all you need to do. Mega rally might go against you, but just tick the scoreboard over and side it out next play. A little disappointing in defence from the Russian team. Kalatskaya just getting in the way. Only 2 attackers in the front line for Russia here. So Dominican Republic reading it with the block. But the block reading that one, and they knew where the ball was going. It was going wide to Priscilla Rivera. And the Dominican Republic captain suddenly had 3 women to beat in the block. Couldn't do it. Monster block in more ways than one. Triple block from Russia gets them to 6-all. That's great work. Good hustle. Priscilla Rivera, now 34 years of age, the captain, in the number 14 shirt. Plays for the San Pedro club in the Dominican Republic. And like De La Cruz has been around on the world scene for a long time. That's a hit and a half from Kalatskaya. The Dinamo Krasnodar player. Stands 1.95 meters tall, left-hander as well. That's always quite useful for an opposite. Not waiting for the scoreboard to tick over. No, it's a challenge. There we go. First challenge of the match. So they're going to take a look back at this one. Kalatskaya was completely convinced that she'd nailed that onto the sideline. If any part of the ball hits any part of the line, and that includes when the ball compresses down, and it does compress when they hit it this hard. So if any part of the ball touches, it is in. And that is comfortably in. 2 challenges then per set. And just like other sports, if you use your challenge and it's wrong, you lose it. If you use it and it's right, you keep it. So Dominican Republic lose a challenge, they lose the point, 7-all. Russia and Romanova to serve. Great shot. It's always wonderful to see a great contact from the hand to the floor. So crisp, so clean. And Martinez buries another one, despite the very best attentions of the libero in the number 4 shirt, Daria Pilipenko. And we move to our first technical timeout of set 2, 8-7, Dominican Republic.
La número 11 tiene línea. La salidora 11. Ella línea. La otra salidora más cruzada. ¿Está bien? Vamos. 22, creo, 20 y algo.
Really nice to see a group of players working so well. Dominican Republic just calm and relaxed. Russia not so sure at the moment. But you could just see it in that technical timeout, the way Kwiek was reacting with his players. He knows he's got a lot of elite players out on court who have just as much of an idea about what is going on as he does. So it's really nice feel down in that timeout zone for the Dominican Republic. For Russia, a little more urgent, a little more serious, and much more concerned. And fortunately for them, off the hook. Matafrika, the 28-year-old setter for the Dominican Republic, misses her serve. And followed by a really nice ace. Tatiana Yurenskaya going down the line with that jump float serve. If you can get that ball to reach the critical number, it's all about physics. It'll drop like a stone. Hustle from Russia, but free ball Dominican Republic. And away it goes. Arias this time. Arias with her second point of the game. Little blockers don't always contribute a huge amount of points. But if they can get 5 to 10 points a game, then they really are helping the side. Good block as well from Arias, but just wide. Nice comeback from Russia. Impressive Zaitseva with the kill. And it is Zaitseva that goes back to the service line. Missed a couple of serves though. There's the number 17. Oh, it's good, it's quick, but it's wide. Miss from Arias. Something that doesn't show up on the stats is that credit-debit situation. So Arias with a good kill just earlier in the set. Now a miss. So essentially 0 in the bank from those 2 plays. And Russia returned the compliment from that net ace in set 1, but at a far less crucial time in the game. And remember, Russia pushed away to 12-8. That was their lead in set 1. At exactly this point in the game, and they're not far away from it again. Zaitseva in the middle of the net. Coach Alexander Krasilnikov will be frustrated at the moment. 1 step forward, 1 step back for Russia. Alias to the service line. See how wide she goes of those 2 service marks. As long as she comes inside the 2 little white marks on the baseline to hit the serve, it's all legal. 2 serves into the net in a row. Someone's going to get one in a moment, and we'll have a rally. Okay, spoke too soon. Just waiting for the blue touch paper to be lit in set 2. Martinez. Good pass from Russia. Right, an excellent touch from Rivera. Not easy to play the ball above your head like that. Deflection off the net forced her to do it. And got a nice bit of height on this as well, but just too far away from the diving Martinez. That's the kind of commitment you get from the players in defence. No ball is ever given up. Just waiting for the towel to be brought on. To wipe up the bit of sweat on court after that dive. A little bit healthier for Russia now. 14-11. Margarita Carrillo with the serve. Another heavy hit from Dela Cruz, but another failure to put the ball away. Now, fortunately for her, Russia have missed the block, the court, and nearly the stadium with that spike. Nice variation from Marta. That's well clear of the hands. Nice variation from Marta there. I can't believe we're going to see a challenge here. If Russia had had the benefit of that slow-mo before they called the challenge, I think they'd have thought twice. Now, you can sometimes be surprised that a fingernail is caught and you can just pick it up on the slow-mo, the super slow-mo. But that looked to be away and clear. First official, Karina Naomi Reni of Argentina, watches on to check the challenge. Coach Krasilnikov just says to his players, I'll tell you what, let's have a chat while we're waiting for this. Came into the game around about 2016, the review system. Hawkeye positioning cameras all the way around the court, and those units deliver the pictures back to the challenge referee. See the cameras, the little grey or cream-coloured boxes all the way around the side. Now, we might have an issue with this challenge because there might not be a picture to be reviewed, but if they were to just look back at the slow-mo that we've seen, and looked to me like pretty good evidence to award the point still to the Dominican Republic. Captain's being called over, so the situation's going to be explained here. So the referee has the evidence, and that's all we need to say. Efimenko with a quick look at that. Efimova, sorry, just to confirm. And it looks like Russia have burned a challenge here. Dela Cruz needs to get her spiking sorted out, needs to find an angle that works. A couple of tips have gone to ground, but only the one spike off an overpass has been put away. Marta tried to mix it up, tried to bring her in off the wing a little to change the angle, but it still didn't work. Decent serve, though, from her. Again, Russian pass holds up, and that's the key in this three-touch sport. Service reception goes to the setter. The playmaker goes under control, and then the playmaker has all of the options open. Three attackers sometimes in front court, plus the backcourt attackers. It's quite a complex system that the teams play. 15-12 Russia. And a nice finish. The pipe attack has worked very well for the team in blue so far this evening. This time it's Carrillo who puts the finishing touch to a decent set. And our second technical timeout arrives.
difícil, que el pase. Estamos ajustando bien el pase. Ahora tenemos que ajustar un poquito de más el ataque de nosotros. Estamos fallando mucho. Y bloqueo. La defensa. Vamos a cerrar el bloqueo para que la defensa se ajuste. Vamos, muchachos, estamos peleando.
Into the business end of the second set. 4-point advantage for the second time in this match to Russia. Couldn't make it count though in set 1. They need to make it count in set 2. Otherwise this dangerous Dominican Republic team will have real momentum going into the third set of this match. Well, most teams at this level will tell you that a 4-point cushion should be good enough. 16-12 to see it across the line. And that will certainly help. This is coming back as a free ball. Russia to attack to make it 5-point lead, which they do with some style. Number 17, Valeria Zaitseva, on that slide D, running around the back of the setter, taking off from one leg. The only time you'll see volleyball players do that, usually 2 legs better than 1, but Zaitseva going off one leg on the slide D just to get that extra extension. And a pipe attack comfortably put away by the Dominican Republic. Number 20, Raylin Martinez once again in on the action. 7th kill of the game for her. Leading scorer at the moment for the Dominican Republic. Whereas Russia sharing the workload quite evenly between 4 players. Although Kalatskaya has just taken a marginal advantage. So 4 kills to the opposite player. And then Zaitseva, Kirillo and Efimova with 3 kills apiece. And that's what you need to do. You need to share the workload. It can't be all one player. Teams too good in the VNL. They'll eventually start to read that player. And a joust at the net, this time going the way of the Dominican Republic and Arias. Generally speaking, in these situations, try and touch the ball last if you can. And that's exactly what Arias did. Just let Zaitseva press, and then pressed against her and won the joust. Nicely done. Dominican Republic need a service or a blocking run here. Russian pass, though, too good. Kalatskaya, just like that, moves to 5. 5 kills, that is, off the outstretched arm of captain Priscilla Rivera. Nicely done. Again, realised that there were a lot of blocking hands in front of her, did Kirillo. Instead of going for a delicate tip, just watch her put her hand through the ball, gets hold of it, pushes it right off Rivera's outstretched arm. Timeout, Dominican Republic.
Ella no va a volver lo que marcó, la marcación no vuelve. Vámonos a concentrar en los errores de nosotros. Eso es lo más importante. Hay una situación que está difícil. Tenemos que buscar la forma de salir de esta situación difícil y volver al ritmo de juego. ¿Cómo es? Empezando del saque. Después, buen recibo. Vamos.
Well, they know they've got a mountain to climb now in set 2. Dominican Republic needing to find 6 points against this Russian team, otherwise we're going 1 set all. Service run continues for Yurinskaya, but sorted out by Rivera. Always looks like she means business, does the Dominican Republic captain. She gave that one a bit of treatment. Sends her back to the service line. So decent front line here for the Dominican Republic. Tall players across that front line. Russia go again. Carrillo off the hands of Martinez. Scream of frustration from the big number 20. Well, it's the way the Dominican Republic play, but not very disciplined at the moment. Making a few errors. Just need to hit another purple patch of form. And a second serve error into the net from Zaitsever in this set. This is a very scrappy match. Now remember Arias from outside those little service lines. She missed her last serve, but that's better. That's more like it at the net from the Dominican Republic. That's a big shutdown. Huge block on the cross court from number 21, Martinez. Just got stopped from drifting too wide by Brelin. Martinez next to her. Dominican Republic need another couple of those. On the reverse. Oh, and they've got the second one. This time, De La Cruz next to Martinez with the stuff block. 2 quick points. And Russia forced into a timeout. More pressure. Well, even if you don't understand the language, the body language usually tells you all you need to know. Some nervous Russian players out there right now. Dominican Republic finding one of those purple patches of form that I was talking about, courtesy of 2 massive blocks at the net. And a bit of wily play from captain Priscilla Rivera. Now, a lot of service errors occur after a timeout has been called, but a new player has been brought on court to add even more pressure. Junquera Pena Isabel in the number 16 shirt, wing spiker with Deportivo Nacional. Talk about pressure. Decent serve, but another fantastic pass from Russia, and that's all they need. Ball control, feed Kalatskaya. Point Russia. It's the one blocker to beat, and this time she does go past De La Cruz. Timeout called again by the Dominican Republic.
Вторая зона, первая зона. На 3 здесь, вдвоем, от большой. Закрываем линию. Идем страховая здесь. 6 на месте по верхам. Чуть-чуть поближе, что-то в 7 метре. Поднять руки. Если передача в край, да, не закрываешь линию.
Well, every coach owns one. Clipboards come in all sorts of designs and shapes and sizes. A lot of clipboards these days have a tablet attached to them, getting live pictures of the game from the coaches sat up in the stands. But on this occasion, Krasilnikov going old school, gets the pen out, shows the players exactly where he wants them stood to defend this next spike. Here it comes, and there they were, or weren't in some cases. Pilipenko takes one to the face. And when the ball is travelling as fast as it is in the sport of volleyball, close to 100 kilometres per hour in the women's game, that hurts. If you've ever been hit by a boxing glove, then it's similar. Nicely dug. And from the back line, but Martinez doesn't get the set she was after, so has to tip it. Kalinskaya can't get any power on the shot. Martinez can. And puts it away eventually. Decent diving attempt to defend from Kalinskaya. But Romanova just couldn't bring it back into play. Russia not home and dry in set 2 just yet. Double substitution. Malta off. Gonzalez in, so Dominican Republic going to play this next point with no setter on court. Just about the block, and the block works. Well, you got to love it when a plan comes together. And Marcos Quiac delighted. And once again, it's the veteran, De La Cruz. Hasn't put a ball away for most of the game, but her blocking has been fantastic. Russia forced to stop the match. Would you believe it? 5-point advantage at one stage, and Russia have just leaked all the points back again. Dominican Republic have earned a few. They've certainly put the pressure on, and their work at the net has been exceptional. Another substitution made. So this time they do have the backup setter on court. Yukari Perez straight into the net. It's not great, I'm afraid, from the replacement setter. And for her troubles, immediately substituted off. So that wasn't a particularly good sequence of play from the Dominican Republic. A lot of substitutions used, and in the end, 1 point gained, 1 point lost. Back to the way they were at the start of this set. Russia go again. Oh, that was going out. That was going out from the spike of Yurenskaya. And down the line, Isabel just couldn't resist having a little go at that one. 24-21, Russia let off the hook. Chance to win this set. Over on 2 from Marta Frica. Second time we've seen that from the Dominican Republic setter, and it's worked on both occasions. So, straightforward equation here. Russia need 1 more kill or an error from the Dominican Republic. And remember, it was De La Cruz's service run that did the damage at the end of set 1. Can she do it again? Good pass. Super hit, well defended. But it's coming over as a free ball then. Russia for the set. And it's in. Yurenskaya down the line, gets the job done. Now sometimes, if a team has a review left, they'll just use it anyway, but that's clearly in. And Dominican Republic know it, they're not going to bother. And Russia begin the comeback. After losing the first set, 25 points to 21, they eventually get this one a little nervously across the line. 25 points to 22. Dominican Republic still very much in this game, and that's what they have to remember. May have lost that second set, Russia just doing enough. But Dominican Republic getting 3 kill blocks at a crucial time towards the end. Russia, though, just enough. Just kept that scoreboard ticking over. 19 attacks, reduced their error count, certainly. But a few areas where Russia can improve. One thing that has impressed me, though, their service reception has been fantastic. Libero, or liberos, Pilipenko and Kumasova, and then Carrillo and Yurinskaya have controlled the ball very well indeed, whereas Dominican Republic still a little sketchy in that area of the game. But Marcos Quier knows this is still a big chance to record a win to open their VNL campaign against this very young, very inexperienced Russian lineup today. So just looking down there on court, looks like Russia going to go with the same lineup. Romanova will be the setter. Kalinskaya in that opposite position. Carrillo and Yurinskaya out wide, with Efimenko, the captain, Efimova, sorry, the captain through the middle. And the other middle blocker, Valeria Zaitseva. So Yurinskaya to serve for the Dominican Republic. They've still got Rivera and De La Cruz out through the wings. Martinez and Arias in the middle. And then the other Martinez, Brelin, in that opposite position with Seta Marta as the playmaker. And a poor start from Russia, immediately handing that momentum back to their opponents. Too easy. Well, attacking through the middle is the quicker attack option, and it does open up spaces on court, but way too much space there for an off-pace roll shot from Zaitseva. She gets a serve in at last. And the dig from Yurinskaya, just about kept in play. Until, that is, Yurinskaya goes into the net. Familiar coaching look. Just add a question mark to that picture and you've pretty much got what the coach is thinking. Why? Nicely tied it up. Good job by the Russian libero. The 24, Kristina Kumasova, 26 years of age, plays for the Zareki Vorintsova club. Just came in, got all the players out of the way, did her job, passed the ball to the setter, let the hitters be available to be hitters. Mix up in the rotation from Russia there, not sure who the server was supposed to be, but I think they've sorted it out. Kalinskaya hits the serve. And another cracking kill. She's been the standout player. Not just for the Dominican Republic, but in this game. Martinez has been impressive. That's a 7th point to her tally. Really heavy serve from De La Cruz, just about controlled by Yurinskaya. And Romanova feeds wide for Carrillo. And that's good work off the 3-woman block. Oh dear. Well, I promise you, this is not normal for Romanova. Normally a very tidy setter, so I can only assume the white tape you can see on her hand and her wrist, on that thumb, it's the thumb that's heavily strapped. That's the problem. It's just making ball control difficult for her on the volley. So another one ricochets from hand to hand. Her fourth double touch. And a wild serve from Arias. Hands the initiative straight back to Russia. It's one of those games where if he had any hair, he'd be pulling it out by now. Coach Krasilnikov. Nice shot. Certain amount of inevitability about that one. You could see Martinez coming. Got nice and high in the air for the A-quick. That's the fast attack next to the setter. And a very nice feed from Marta for her to put away. Super contact from Jurenskaya. Both she and Carrillo put the ball away on the diagonal very impressively. Off the block, say the officials. So the point goes Dominican Republic's way. No complaint from Russia. Carrillo immediately saying to the rest of the team, no challenge, I touched it. And that's something that the review system has really changed in the sport of volleyball. Once the hit was made before the reviews, everybody would appeal for the touch or deny the touch. Now you're going to be caught on camera, so you can't get away with it. Sky didn't get away with that one. Cross-court miss, but from an unfamiliar right side of the court. Normally hits left side, but through this one rotation, she has to hit the first ball out at position 2 on the right side. Just changes the angles for the right-handers. Heavy hit, well picked up. Tight, and the joust is won by De La Cruz. Well, she may not have killed a lot of ball in open play, but the canny part of her game, the tips and the jousts, have all been superb. And that's a 5th point for De La Cruz in this game. Technical timeout arrives then, and Russia back in trouble.
Нет атаки, опять теряли атаку. Да, прием есть.
Russia have had a number of coaches in charge over the last 10 years. Usmanov and Pankov, and now Krasilnikov. Well, as always in sport, there is a certain amount of light and shade, and this game not a classic by any means, but someone's got to grind out a result here and get their VNL campaign off to a positive start. If you can win 3-0 or 3-1, you pick up 3 points to add to your tally. If you're trying to qualify for one of those top 5 positions to join China in the VNL finals in Nanjing. If you win the match 3-2, then it's 2 points to you, but the losing side picks up a point for taking it the distance. And a nice swing from Kalatskaya for the put-away. Well, the Russian players may be young, they may be inexperienced, but they're getting a lot of club volleyball at the highest level in Europe. So we'll be very used to these situations where, as the Dominican Republic get relatively restricted outings at international level. Brilliant defence by the team in white. And again, super pick-up from Larisma Martinez. But that one wailed off the block. Well, De La Cruz says touch. The referees agree. Russia have the option here to challenge if they didn't touch it, or feel they didn't touch it. And I think, once again, they're going to say, yes, we did. No, it is a challenge. My apologies. So Russia doing the right thing here. Quick discussion between the players to say, did you touch it? No. No challenge. Well, not successful at least. Well, there we go. So challenge cancelled on the last one. Dominican Republic keep the point, but can't keep that ball flying in that rally. And De La Cruz, for troubles, has pinged a finger here, I think. You can't wander around court holding your hand. You have to come off or stay on and play. And the referee will just remind De La Cruz of that. Slight saver to serve. Made an impressive start to this game, but since then services have been a bit sketchy. Well, there was anger in that shot, but it's wide. De La Cruz not happy that the fingers got hit on the last play, and she's absolutely unloaded on that one and hit the opposition coach, but that was half a metre wide of the sideline. Well, a challenge from the Dominican Republic, but I can only think they're using this just to slow the game up a little rather than use a timeout. It is an option that you can basically burn a challenge. So they're not worried about the sideline. We know it's clear of the sideline, but did it touch a hand on the way past? We're looking for a finger just moving backwards or sideways, and I think Carrillo is fine. No touch. Point Russia. Marta, the setter, still debating that. But the video evidence quite clearly showing that didn't hit the Russian block. Russia draw back to just 1 point down. Good heavy hit once again from the back line. Brandon Martinez going right over the top of Carrillo. Pretty frustrated with herself as well, the Russian blocker. Play on. Dominican Republic have another go. De La Cruz straight into the block. Well, that's been an issue for Dominican Republic in this game. The fact that Bethania De La Cruz just can't put the ball away when they needed to. She may have scored 4 points, but she's in double figures for continuation plays off her own spiking. Nicely defended again by Russia. And a net touch will go against De La Cruz. Well spotted by the second official. Russia back on level terms. Just get the feeling here that if Russia can pull away in this set, then the game is theirs to lose. Nice combination attack. And that's what you can do when the ball is under control to the setter. You can run those slightly more complex plays. Arias going quick to the setter, and then the little side tandem. The ball popped up just over the top of the middle player for Martinez to demolish. Cruz having a pretty torrid time down there with her 236th cap, and I'm not surprised to see her taken from the court, replaced by Yoncada Pena Isabel. Fellow Deportivo Nacional player. So new wing spiker on court for the Dominican Republic to replace Bethania de la Cruz, who just looked out of sorts after that serve. Not putting the ball away on a regular basis either. Second official, Yosma Perez of Puerto Rico, just making absolutely sure that substitution was recorded correctly on the scorer's table. 11-all. Carrillo serves, immediately picking on the new player on court. What a shot. What a shot. Martinez in full flight is some athlete. This is a heck of a kill. And once again, I know Efimova was struggling to get to the block, but she's gone straight over the Russian captain. Arias. Decent pass again from Russia and Carrillo. And when you control the ball on service reception, then in volleyball we tend to describe that as being in system, so you can do what you want to do. And that overhead camera just shows you the different routes that the attackers run to the net to try and deceive the blockers, try and give their setter options. All the plays are called, it's not a lottery. Players know what's going on out there. Decent hit from Rivera. Really nice slide D attack. So once again, Zaitseva just skipping around the back of her setter, then going off one leg to get that extension to allow her to hit the ball up high and wide. Puts the blocker under all sorts of pressure. And the response from getting a decent feed. Rivera to serve then, the Dominican Republic captain. Marta doesn't get the set right, but that's a clever piece of play from the new wing spiker on court. Carapena Isabel with the kill. Made the most of a poor set. Power tip down the line. Rivera again. And off the block and out. What an impressive introduction to the game. And Isabel has earned her team a couple of quick points there. And that's something that De La Cruz has not been able to do, kill the ball. Timeout arrives, second technical timeout that is. Minute break for both teams. But Dominican Republic will be delighted with the situation. Coming up for an hour and a half of play, and we're still none the wiser as to who's going to win this one. Each set, I think, is going to come down to which team can produce the most little pockets of form to get far enough away from their opponents. Dominican Republic, the latest team to do it, hence the 16-13 scoreline in their favour. Once again, good ball control from Russia. Getting that ball into the setter, Romanova. And then she has the options, deciding on this occasion to go wide to position 4 for the kill. Over on 2 and left to drop on the line. Well, very different to the previous plays from Marta, where she's been tipping quite powerfully into the centre of court. On this occasion, just shovels it past herself. Deep court, and it hit the line. 3-point margin still there. Martinez serves. Good serve over pass is dispatched. And that's what the middle player should do. Patrolling the net for that sort of play. And Arias with a very firm kill. And Russia 4 points down. Find themselves in trouble yet again.
Vamos a luchar. No se olvide la posición 4, siempre de bajar para la defensa si no está en el bloqueo. Igual la posición 2, ese pie de la 3 es más para abajo, de la 17 más largo, no entra tanto del 17. ¿Está bien? No, cuando que John Kerr se metió al pie, un poquito más para atrás. Vamos muchacha, vamos.
Looking from the outside in, you're always thinking there's something hyper-technical going on in the timeouts. Some incredible magic, but sometimes it's basic. Sometimes it's just, these are the positions you're in, this is the job you've got to do, get on with it. That was very much what Rick was explaining to his players there. Just ran through the front court positions and said, this is what I need you to do. 18-14, Dominican Republic. Chance here again. Isabel. Brilliant. 3 attacks in a row from her, and all 3 successful. And she's doing what De La Cruz was unable to do, killing the ball. Touch of luck involved in that one, but sometimes you make your own luck, and she's gone after it, taken her chance on court very well indeed. Decent service run here from Yaneli Martinez. Plays for the Mirador club, and right on cue, commentators curse into the net. Libero swaps out with the middle blocker, and the other middle blocker, Zaitseva, swaps out because her service has been a bit shaky. So a service substitution here. In comes the Valero Lecane player. Angelina Lazarenko plays over in France. Another middle blocker. May actually stay on court. Will initially be replaced by the libero, but may come on in the front line. What a pickup. Beautiful from Romanova. Goodness me. Oh, what a shame. And first error from Isabel. Well, it's always unfortunate when a rally finishes like that. 2 huge pickups in there. Romanova with the best of them. Lazarenko. Serve again. And again, Romanova with the defence. Isabel forced to volley. Scrappy again from both teams. And finally, Carrillo gets the job done. Well, that was a pretty horrible rally, but eventually sorted out. Dominican Republic's turn to call a timeout as they sense a momentum shift back in favour of Russia. Yeah, would say from that exchange between coach and player that Lazarenko may get to stay on court. Head and shoulders above the net, Martinez, when she goes for it. There's been some real commitment in both attack and defence from both teams. But neither will tell you that they've found their rhythm yet in this match. Good service run from the substitute. Finally is over. Terminated by the number 20, Brelin Martinez, once again on that pipe attack. It's mighty close to the 3-metre line, but as long as her foot doesn't touch the line, it's all completely legal. And that is maybe what Russia are challenging here. Because there didn't look anything else wrong with the spike. Go. There's the foot, and it's clean. Worth a go. She did get quite tight, and the libero did kind of run across her, but it's no fault. Point remains for Dominican Republic. And 20-17 up. 5 points to find for a 2-1 lead. This would send a few shockwaves around the VNL if the Dominican Republic can pull this one off. Marta to serve. 3 good rotations in the front court for Dominican Republic in terms of their blocking height. And Arias starts with a very nice one-on-one stop through the middle. Well, the middle blockers always like to take each other on, but that's a great stuff block from Arias on Efimova, the Russian captain. The Dominican Republic coach doesn't look like a man who believes just yet. Dear me, that was messy and wild from Russia. No surprise to see Coach Krasilnikov stop the play for a timeout.
Заказ из-под взлета. Заказ из-под взлета. Большая нарастанется под тебя. Давай сыграем тогда, можно сыграть это. Катя, взлет или голова сыграть. И последний играем в 4. Да, ради заказа. Играем в 4, снимается. Рыба снимается.
Very calm delivery at the moment from the Russian coach. Sure the information is put across, but really that timeout was about delaying Marta's next serve. Just seeing if they can force an error with a timeout. Great position for the Dominican Republic, 22-17. Another good pass from Russia, and another block from Arias next to Martinez on the Russian captain. Not a slide D this time, coming round a little closer to the setter. But read like a book by the Dominican Republic blockers, 23-17. Matvieva in for Romanova. So the teenager is back on court for Russia. And I wonder if that's going to be a substitution for the future. She may stay on for the rest of this game. Good start. Not a great pass from Russia, forced to bump set that ball rather than volley it out wide to the attacker. Carrillo just getting it down the inside of Arias's block. But Dominican Republic still in a commanding position. They don't need to score another point off their own serve. They just need to kill the ball twice. There's the first of them. Goodness me. And Kalinskaya there nearly decapitated. by Isabel. She has hammered that ball. Oh dear, just catching the shoulder of Kalinskaya, and that was travelling. 6 set points for the Dominican Republic. And there we go, ace serve. What a way to finish the set. And now Russia have got some serious problems here in Brasilia. They are 2-1 down to a team that they have never, ever lost to on the world stage. 25-21, Dominican Republic took the first, 25-22 to Russia in the second, 25-18 in the third. And in terms of the rally scoring system, that is a bit of a thrashing. And the Dominican Republic will take all of the momentum into set 4. Well, impressive stuff from the Dominican Republic, and some ferocious hitting towards the end of that set. Both teams with that big opposite player to rely on. Martinez for the Dominican Republic, the thoroughly impressive 22-year-old, tallest player on court today at 2 meters and 1, so around about 6'8". And plenty of caps to her name, even though she's still only young, and doing a fantastic job for her team at the moment, heading towards double figures in terms of her points tally. And for Russia, probably need a little bit more from Kalinskaya. Made a really impressive start, did the tall left-hander, who also plays in that opposite position, but has gone off the boil somewhat, and certainly wasn't being used by Romanova. With that heavily taped thumb, Romanova having some real issues with her setting today. But looks like the playmaker is back on court for Russia. Looks like Matvieva is not going to stay out there. So coach Kraslinov going to his favoured lineup out of the players that he's brought here to Brasilia. Going back to the experience, what there is of it. And remember, over 900 caps for this Dominican Republic team. Just 97 for the whole of the Russian side. So there is a gulf in experience in terms of these two teams. But in terms of experience in big matches, these young Russian players have that. Can they, though, get the job done? Screams in the background would indicate the Brazilian women's side have made their way into the arena for a little look at the end of this one. And a touched ace off the net, off the player, and down. Decent attempt to rescue. But Filipenko could do nothing about it. Kwiek ponders, is this going to be the day? Dominican Republic's first ever victory over Russia. Great shot from Carrillo. Well, Dominican Republic looking like they want to challenge this one. because Marta saying, look, that hit the floor before it hit my foot, and it was out. And still, they discuss. Well, Marta, an experienced enough player to be able to demand of her coach that they look at this, and they are going to have a challenge here. So Dominican Republic with an early punt. It's wide of the court, but the issue is, did it hit Marta on the foot? If it hit Marta on the foot before it hit the floor, then it still would have been Russia's point, but it looks like the challenge is a successful one. Yes, ball back to the Dominican Republic, it's their point. Scoreboard will catch up in a moment, 2-love. And Dominican Republic start set 4 with a flourish. And another serve off the net. 3rd point chance here. Not taken. And Russia put it away. So Isabel having a similar problem to De La Cruz here. Hitting the ball into the block, gets played on, and then Carrillo just drills it through the arms of Arias. She meant that one as well. Mix up from Dominican Republic, but it matters not. Arias scores the kill block to sort that one out. The Russian players will know they're on a slippery slope here. Still got China and Brazil to play in Brasilia, so things don't get any easier. It's up. It's going to be a free ball though, Russia. Oh, dear me. And a touch on the net against Romanova, I think. Looked to me like that whistle went before the ball was actually hit by Kalatskaya. But it's Kalatskaya that looks a little chagrin, so it could have been her. Whatever way, it's a fault. It's a point to the Dominican Republic. Another great pass. Oh, and another fantastic stop at the net. What a block. Priscilla Rivera, the captain, next to Arias. And we are, at the moment, watching potential history here. What a block from Rivera. Monster block indeed from the Dominican Republic captain. Well, that substitution can't happen because both those players are on court. So Arias with the serve, but a huge block. Oh, this is stunning. This is stunning from Dominican Republic. Arias follows Rivera's monster block with her own. Monsters everywhere on the Dominican Republic side of the net. But there'll be a few demons in the minds of this Russian team.
Concéntrense para el juego, ¿está bien? Мы еще связком, еще говорю, мы не играем первым темпом на месте, большие, здоровые, либо от себя, либо у себя. Тяжело играть, руки засовываются, либо да, прыгать дальше от сетки. Все, поехали, давай.
Slightly more desperation in the voice of coach Krasilnikov in that timeout. And let's be absolutely honest, it's been a bit of a mess from the Russian team. From the Dominican Republic's point of view, though, a lot of real positives. 6-1. Isabel, another good jump serve, another good pass, though. Still in play, great defence, both sides of the net, but that is some kill. Off the net, off balance, and out of this world. And the coaching substitution, the call to bring Pena Isabel onto the court has been quite brilliant. That's a marvellous dig from Larisma Martinez. But that's a fine angle on a really tricky shot. And Pena Isabel still serving. She hit that hard. Carrillo off the block and down to the court. Russia stopped the run of serves, but they're still trailing by 5 points in set 4 and by 2 sets to 1 in this race to 3. Well, I don't like to see that. Coach is talking to a player just before they serve. Kalinskaya being asked to move on court and refocus, but puts the ball in. Good dig. Larisma Martinez again up to the task, and fine shot. Braille Martinez with the ball coming all the way across the court. This took a lot of timing, and once again Pena Isabel involved in getting the ball into a hittable zone, and that is all around fine play from the Dominican Republic. Not textbook stuff, but it's effective. 8-2, first technical timeout.
Recuerde que esa ventaja parece absurda, pero este juego se pone muy rápido. Es concentrar. Side out, side out, side out. Hay un contraataque, lo hacemos. Side out, side out. Todo el tiempo concentrado. Es side out, ¿está bien? Vamos, vamos.
He's got it absolutely right. I know it's a long way off from 25, but he's absolutely bang on. 6-point cushion. Just side the ball out, and this is your match. Dominican Republic, what a fantastic opportunity. Well, Russia heading quite rapidly towards last throw of the dice here, and this middle phase between the 2 technical timeouts is going to be critical. And we've got another change, and Polina Matvieva, the 16-year-old Dinamo Kazan player, is in. New setter on court for Russia. Big, big test. Big opportunity as well, and she starts nicely. Feed out wide to Carrillo, who goes off pace. But this is the point that Kwiek was making. Doesn't matter to the Dominican Republic. They can lose points like that time after time, as long as they get this part of their game right. So service reception, get the ball to the setter Marta, and then put the kill away. And they do it very nicely. Cheeky little inside split on that combination. Russian blockers read it, just didn't get well organised. So Martinez running the Be Quick attack, but Rivera coming on that inside ball. Over on 2, confidence from the teenager. How about that from the new setter on court? Well, I hesitate to say that this is the answer for Russia. It's all a little too early to really make that call. But Matvieva has a chance to make a name for herself here. Super swing. Again, wonderful aggression, wonderful control. Martinez takes this ball so high. And just wraps her hand around the inside of the ball, points the thumb down to hit the ball away from her body. And hits it very nicely indeed. Well, that is a hell of a shot. Yorinskaya with a poor pass, so had to sort this out for her team. She's drilled that cross court. Beats Larisma Martinez. Big shot on the slide D again, running around the back, the middle player. Yaneri Martinez, the 21-year-old from the Mirador club, has had a very good game as well. Not so sure that was going in court. I think if Kumasova takes a look back at that one, she'll think about it. Oh, dear me. The wheels are coming off at the moment for Russia. And not for the first time in this match. This is a mess for the team in blue. Dominican Republic putting enough pressure on. Great dig from Martinez. Matvieva keeps it in play, and that's well put away. Well, somehow Russia fashion a side out of nothing, really. Kalaskaya with the final kill, but some canny play going on before then. So Russia still in there and still fighting, but it doesn't look great. 6-point deficit. Tight. Well played, Marta. And they're going to play on. Oh, that's a hell of a kill. Kalaskaya has bounced that way off the floor. Something you see a lot of in the warm-up. If you have ever seen volleyball live, the warm-up before the game, the players just smash the ball so hard off the floor. But with the block there in a game, you don't see it often. Good reuse from Carrillo. Dominican Republic need this point. No, that's not a great play from Marta. And Dominican Republic have paid the price. Bit of momentum coming back to Russia now. And still far enough away from 25 to be able to close this gap. I do like Carrillo's aggression when she hits. Timeout called by Marcos Quirk. Well, on we go. Some signs of a Russian recovery in set 4, and boy, do they need it. 2-1 down. To a spirited performance from the Dominican Republic against a team they have never beaten before on the world stage. Could this be the day? Without doubt, their best chance ever. Oh, what a shot. Well, that was almost a beat shot from Peña Isabel. Just rolled this on the angle. And just as she hit it, cardinals in, I'm afraid, from Kristina Kumasova. Just started to move the other way as the ball was contacted. And the libero beating herself there. Now, this is good for the Dominican Republic. Marta to serve, so 3 rotations with tall players in the front line for the Caribbean side. Well, the block is out, but that's what I mean. These blockers are going to get hands on most of these Russian attacks. Carrillo with enough force on the ball to wrap that off of the hands of Arias and out. Another point chance, Russia. Taken. Great tip from Carrillo, 2 in a row, and some smiles returning to the faces of the Russian players. That will be a worrying sign for the Dominican Republic. good try from Martinez to get there. Tallest player committing to that full-length dive. I think she's knocked the stuffing out of herself. Now, touching distance for Russia. 3 points is doable. Quickly things change in this sport. Zaitseva back on court with the serve. It's a good one. Peña Isabel can't put it away first time, so goes back out to Martinez. Good recycle from Rivera, the captain. Oh, it's super blocking, both sides. And that's going to be a carry. First carry that we've seen signalled in the game, and you're not allowed to let the ball dwell in your hands or on your arm for too long. A really decent run of play at the net from both teams, and there it is. Just off the forearm from Peña Isabel. And Russia, having been on the verge of complete collapse in this match, are back in this set. Oh, dear me. That's a killer from Zaitseva. 3-point margin restored. Dominican Republic need to get their heads back into that side-out frame of mind. Tight. It's coming back, but it's coming back easy. And Carrillo just slaughters that off the blocker's hands. Watch how much effort she puts into the spike. That is flat out. Knew exactly what she wanted to do there and took it nice and high off a rather ill-disciplined block from Arias. Surely now just a matter of time before Russia get themselves back on level terms. And there we go. There's been too little by way of hitting from Brailyn Martinez. It's not her fault. Marta just hasn't been feeding her. She is the key now to the Dominican Republic winning this game. Keep the number 20 ticking the scoreboard over. Carrillo in off the wing, but straight into the hands of the Dominican Republic block, and it's a well-organised block this time. Martinez and Martinez getting the job done. Timeout arrives in the nick of time for Russia. They need a break here to talk it all through again. 4 points the deficit. What a privilege to be able to drop in on the timeouts. Just watch both coaches in action, hear what they're saying. And at the moment, Gruzilnikov holding faith with the youngster Polina Matvieva, making her VNL debut at just 16 years of age. Dominican Republic captain has a role to play now as well. Rivera has to keep her team rolling along and focused. Arias from that rather unusual service start position, but she goes back into between those lines, which makes it a legal serve. No block. Efimova with the easiest slide D tip put away she'll ever have. And that's what I mean about concentration for this Dominican Republic team. They can blow hot and cold, but when they're hot, they're very difficult to handle. Side out required. Well, Rivera wants a touch. They may challenge this. But no, Marcos Quick straight in there with a wag of the finger to say, no, that's not going to be going our way. Yeah, that's well wide of the blockers. But Marta, what's Marta thinking about? She's got Martinez on the reverse and she hasn't used her. And a three-woman block awaits. And the other, Martinez, from the back line, is unceremoniously dumped on the floor. In fact, it was Peña Isabel with the poor pass followed by the hit. Russia nearly back in it. No. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's a kill for Rivera, but what is Marta thinking? She's got her best attacker on the reverse ball in the front court. And she's put all the pressure on the captain again, who's done a fine job with that spin shot down the line. 2-point margin restored. Martinez serves. And a very easy kill. And Russia now looks settled. For the first time in this set, they actually look like they know where they are, what they're doing. Yurinskaya with a comfortable kill over the top of the setter. Setters usually slightly shorter players on court, so that's what gives the opportunity for the spikers to go over the top of the block. One too many times, I'm afraid, for Marta. And Russia now are level. And this is a completely different volleyball match from the one it was some 5 or 6 minutes ago. Russia now look like they know what they've got to do here, and they're doing it. Matvieva on court. It's been a welcome change. And the stop on Martinez. And that's the problem. If you stop using your key hitter and then you suddenly bring them back in and say, right, I need the job done now, that's what happens. Martinez not playing with rhythm. Decent block, having said that, from Yurinskaya. And for the first time in a long time, Russia have the lead. It's incredible, isn't it? That chance for the Dominican Republic to win this match may have gone. Sometimes you look back on sporting moments and you think, yeah, that was it. That was the chance. Timeout, Dominican Republic.
En ataque, muchachos, no estamos en avanzar. El recibe, el defensa final, en ataque, con uno contra uno. No se puede. A esa hora no se puede. Hay que ser agresivo todo tiempo. Todo tiempo.
Well, Marcos Quick has been relatively basic with his instructions in this set. He gets frustrated with his Dominican Republic team sometimes, feels they are too relaxed at key moments in the game. He wants them to be aggressive all the time, go after everything. Boy, do they need to do that. 2 points down from 6 points up. That'll do. Good high-powered offense. Yaneri Martinez flying on that slide D. Quite unusually for that attack, took off from 2 feet on that occasion. Double substitution, we've seen it before, and it's used by many teams around the world, essentially to prolong the number of hitters in the front court for another 3 rotations. So Perez, the backup setter in, number 12. Also back on court in the change-up role is De La Cruz. And don't say Russia are going to throw this away now. Decent enough serve. Interesting to see when Dela Cruz gets given a set, whether she's able to put it on the floor. We really needed to fire now. Good rescue. Well, this is the problem. Dominican Republic just getting a little stuck in their blocking positions and allowing some of these slide D attacks just to happen in front of them. Dela Cruz just not live to that Zaitsev attack, which has clipped the line. 2019 Russia. Matvieva to serve. Good shot. Really good shot. Well, Dela Cruz has been benched for the best part of a set and a half, and she's come on and done what she'd wanted to do from the start of this match. Put a terrific spike away. 20-all. Neri Martinez with the serve. No, sluggish in defence from the Dominican Republic. It's the kind of thing that drives coaches mad. Just stood and watched this tip. And by the time the defender tried to get there, Paddy Perez was just too late. Good pass, really good pass, but a fantastic one-on-one block. And Carrillo making it happen at the net. She's done a very good job for her team in this set, Carrillo. Under the severest of pressure, wonderful feed into the setter. And not a bad set either to isolate the blocker. But Dela Cruz just hammers it straight into Carrillo's hands. And I'm not sure they're going to be close enough points-wise by the time that substitution is reversed and they get Martinez back in the front line. Might be gone by then. They need a kill. They've got the kill. Martinez is brought back on court in the back line. Three-woman block to beat, and she does so. Wow, we are heading for a very tense finish here. The other substitution comes back in. So Marta, the starting setter, back on court for the Dominican Republic to serve. Overpass is put away. Backcourt setter Matvieva, so she can't form a block at the net. Instant fault. And we are level again in set 4. Dominican Republic 3 points away from making volleyball history. Marta to serve again. No. Oh my goodness. Bit of pressure thrown into the mix. One of the Dominican Republic's most experienced players misses. Lazarenko into the mix. So Coach Krasilnikov just not trusting Zaitsev from the service line, so asks Lazarenko to serve. She hits the serve with a really long, high arm. It's quite a tough one to pass. No, when it comes over, though. Only when it comes over. 23-all. And a huge call on the substitution. And Lazarenko letting her coach and her team down. Peña Isabel with the serve. It's long, way long. And both teams feeling the pressure. Set point Russia. 6 points down in this set and staring at their first ever defeat at the hands of the Dominican Republic, and they've clawed their way back into this set. Kaliskaya with the serve. Dominican Republic to side it out. They do so. A rapid set on the reverse. A little tighter than Marta would have liked. But what an acceleration from Braelyn Martinez, using all of her 2 meters and 1 height to get into this net, drive in and spike it home for 24-all. Big moments to come here for both teams. Dominican Republic overpass, but it's still under control. Perez goes wide to Rivera, and Rivera puts it down. And for the first time in this match, for the first time in Dominican Republic's history, they have a match point on Russia. And right on cue, second time out for coach Krasilnikov. And that's really all he's got left to use here.
Salió de una vez para allá. Riley, quédate con la acomodadora. Si ella tira de uno, se va. Si tira el pie, va y vuelve. Que se joda. Vamos, confianza.
Straightforward call in terms of Marcus Kwiek's focus. Straight over to Martinez to talk to her about the block, because he feels this ball is going to go wide left side. And out on that wing is Carrillo, who's done a great job. And she's just asking for a little peek on the ball from Matvieva. She wants something she can work with against the big block. Oh, Brelin Martinez. Gonzalez in for blocking height, number 23. Off comes Rivera, and they're going to switch these blockers up. That's a clever move, really clever, but it's not worked. Stack block from the Dominican Republic, but Russia still just played out the point as they were going to play it. 25 all, match points saved. Marcus Kwiek will be wondering, was that the only chance that will come his team's way in this match? Carrillo. Good serve, well passed by Rivera. And it's still in play. Russia for the point. No. Martinez still can't put it down. Russia fighting hard here. Fighting very hard. And they get a second set point. And you will have heard the groan from the crowd here in Brasilia, who have decided that their favourites today, prior to the Brazil game against China, will be the Dominican Republic. Just out of the reach of Peña Isabel. Chance to take this to a decider then for Russia. 26-25. Here it is. They're going to get a swing. And Yurinskaya can't put it away. Still in play. Another go for Yurinskaya. Tips it on to the arms of Rivera. Martinez comes back on their side. Martinez again. This time it's good. Oh, wow. What a rally. Both teams putting everything on the line there. And Martinez on that final spike collapses to the floor. And our second mega rally of the game. Brilliant pickup. Martinez, unbelievable in that libero jersey. And then it was back and forth at the net. Russia getting in with their own slice of defense. Wonderful from Kalinskaya, before finally Martinez wraps it off the arms of Yurinskaya. Down and out. And we play on. Mega rally. Dominican Republic point. 26 all. 2 clear points required. No ceiling. We play on till we get there. Off the fingers. Dominican Republic have control of the ball. Slide D. Beautifully played. What a set from Marta. And a second match point arrives for the Dominican Republic. Great footwork to get off the net from Martinez. Slides around the back. And Dominican Republic on the verge. They've done it! Oh, they've done it! Now there will be a challenge. So we can't let Dominican Republic celebrate fully just yet. Marcos Quick just goes to his team and says, let's just calm it here, because it's a challenge from Russia to see if this caught the block or caught any part of the line. And the quick discussion between the players. Rivera saying arms were apart, the ball went between the arms, and the Dominican Republic cannot believe this. Here we go. Have we got some final drama, a final twist in the tail? No, it's out. It is Dominican Republic's victory, and history has been made here in Brasilia. The Dominican Republic start their VNL 2019 campaign with victory over the mighty Russia. What a result for Marcos Quick, one of the best of his career, without a doubt. And the Dominican Republic can now celebrate and enjoy a monumental achievement in week 1 of this year's VNL. Listen to that courtside. Marvellous. Well, we said at the start of this match it was a chance for the Dominican Republic. And player of the match goes to Martinez. She was the difference. I think they could have used her more, but when they did use her, boy, did she deliver. A photo to remember, on a day to remember for the Dominican Republic. A monumental victory over Russia. 25-21 in that first set. Russia came back 25-22 to level. And then 25-18, 28-26. Second match point taken. And the Russian players, some of them, just can't quite believe it. Well, let's take a look at the Dominican Republic spike contact points, and pretty even spread from Marta in terms of her distribution, but a lot of that ball being connected with Martinez, and that's why it was so high above the net. Martinez then finishes with 20 points, the best of the best. De La Cruz weighing in with some canny plays. She may have been struggling with her spiking, but kept putting the ball away with tips, and couple of blocks in there for her as well, and then a good contribution from Arias in the middle. There we go then. We start our coverage in Brasilia with a bit of history. Dominican Republic never beaten Russia on the world stage before, and Marcos Quick with the celebrations once that result was confirmed. That's one for the scrapbook, and a result to enjoy. Well played, Dominican Republic. From Russia's point of view, well, back to the drawing board.